Hello. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
I don't know how to read.
Get therapy.
You got it. What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome to another Monday Reddit reading episode. It's your boy Sean. Co-hosting with me today. Say hi to J and J.
What's going on, dude?
Hello.
What happened in history today, Sean?
You didn't fucking tell me we were doing that shit again. So of course I didn't plan anything. Of course I didn't do that shit. I don't even know what day it is right
What's
now.
your best guess?
April 13th.
The world prepared for in 3 days he will rise again. Josh Shell will come to Earth. So that's what's
my
happening.
Christmas.
Yeah. The white savior came again.
Oh, fuck.
He'll snow on everybody.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's still snowing here.
But yeah, before we get started, boys, on this Monday Reddit reading episode, anything to tell the Wikimaniacs?
RedditOnWikiShop.com. Get our Ice Out merch, where half the proceeds go to
The
Twin
Twin
City-
Cities Food Justice.
Thank you. Yeah,
Nice.
I will never remember, but
I make sure I pull up the screen because I also forget all the time.
I know
Yeah.
John's prepared. That's why I throw it to him every single time. But
Hell yeah.
so you can rock our merch, say fuck ice, and help out the Twin Cities.
Yeah. Shout out to Midscore for designing the glorious merch
Hell
for
yeah.
this month. And yeah, check that out if you want to help out a good cause. Also, you know, while we're still on announcements, I'd like to say, Ashley, how you
Where
doing?
the fuck you at?
What the fuck you
It's not
live
funny
at?
anymore, Ashley.
I'm done playing these games, Ashley. Tell me where you live. I'm sick of waiting.
I feel like Ashley's in a big game of Saw with us.
It's just big game of chicken. Just like, when are they going to budge? Like, who's
There
going to budge?
is no fucking Ashley Sylvia. There is no Pepe Sylvia. I got all this fucking Ashley. There's no Ashley.
Sean's got a board behind him next week with strings going to
Yeah.
New
papers.
bit, yeah.
Where is she? I
Where
know
the
she
fuck do
exists.
you live? Oh, but yeah. With all that being said, are we ready to hop into some Reddit stories, boys?
Let's do it.
All right, this first one is coming from r/best of Redditor updates, but originally from r/relationship advice. And ever since I found out this custom feed thing, I've been finding my own stories. It's very easy.
That's crazy.
So this one found by me.
It took him
Hell
5
yeah.
years.
Hey, y'all didn't tell me about fucking custom feeds.
You were on old Reddit, dude.
I made the custom feed on old Reddit. I'm tired of all this old Reddit slander. This is crazy. I made the custom feed on old Reddit. In fact, it's easier to copy and paste the titles and who posted it on old Reddit than it is new Reddit. I'll fucking die on that hill, unfortunately. It's the hill I'm dying on.
Rest in
yeah.
peace.
I found this one. So
Nice. Go. Yeah.
Yeah, go
no,
ahead.
hit,
Keep going,
hit the
brother.
goddamn button. Illegal.
That's
Sounds
you.
about right?
You happy
That's what you want.
with yourself? You love that?
No, I'm
He's
not.
smiling. He looks very
Good.
happy.
You want to get
Good.
real about it? I'm
Yeah,
not.
good. Shouldn't be. All right, this one's titled My 35 Female Fiancé 36 Male Has Been Sexting with a Woman.
How old is the woman?
I don't think it matters.
It does even more.
I don't know if they get into the age of that person, but I think it's more so that sexting somebody else.
No, we're real concerned
know
about the
the-
illegal part of this.
I want to know the double illegality of things, you know?
Yeah.
True. Let's see. My fiance let me use his MacBook. It's always Apple. And you guys want to be Android? That's crazy. If you want to find out if your partner's cheating, Apple is the way. My fiance let me use his MacBook to work from home on Friday since my work laptop had to be sent in to be fixed. He has his text messages go to both his iPhone and his MacBook. When I was using it last week, I saw a text come through from someone that he had saved as sexy tea, unquote. Which
Way to be discreet about it.
yeah.
Not that you should
Yeah,
do
you're
it
just
at
asking
all.
to get caught.
Not that you should do it at all, but like, what are you talking about? You didn't even like say Papa John's or something.
Damn, why is Target texting?
Why is Little Caesar saying, "Hey, you up?"
This is crazy.
Why are they showing you their Little Caesars?
I want to stuff your crust.
Whoa.
Why is she saying she's hot and ready right now?
Hell yeah, dude. All right.
I didn't know how we had so many sexual pizza references.
I didn't have any.
Why'd
I
you
just
say-
let y'all do it.
Why did she say, give me your crazy bread at 2 a.m.? Damn, I kind of want Little Caesars now.
I'm fucking wanting crazy
Damn
bread
it.
right now.
They got to pay us. We're giving them free sponsorship. Shit.
I clicked on it, and there were months of text history that came up full of sexual conversations. Lots of pics back and forth, all during the day. He even told her the day prior that when he was having sex with me, he was thinking of her.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I was really upset about it. I decided to give myself a few hours to cool off and then talk to him about it. I took screenshots and emailed them to myself just in case he denied it. Parentheses, which is what he did previously when I thought he was cheating on me 2 years ago.
Well, he was probably doing it then, too.
Yeah. I had seen some texts, and then he acted like I was crazy and imagining things.
Maybe 2 years ago, the number was saved to like Little Caesars. It's like, you know what? I haven't got caught yet. Let's change it to Sexy T.
Jesus.
I'm going to run it. See what happens.
When I spoke to him about it on Friday night, he did not deny it. But he told me it's no different than him watching porn because he's not actually having sex with her.
It's so much different. That's insane. You have a connection with this person. You're actively cheating on them emotionally. What the fuck?
He told me
crazy.
that they met at a networking event pre-pandemic and have kept in touch. He said that she just started sending him, quote, hot photos, and one thing just led to another. He told me he would stop talking to her, but only after I got really upset.
What was her name before she started sending you hot photos? You
We'll
named
see.
her Sexy T. You knew where this is going, I think.
I'm still using his MacBook today, Monday, because the replacement my company sent won't be here until tomorrow or Wednesday. I decided to go into his messages on his MacBook again, and sure enough, he had been texting her since about 9 a.m. today.
Jesus.
He told her he can't text her much anymore, then not even an hour later, he's texting her that, quote, I can't stand not texting you.
Holy.
I didn't even say anything to him. I just packed up my stuff. We moved in together about 3 months ago. Called my former roommate to confirm my old room was still available, which it is, and went back to my old apartment. He tried to stop me and acted like he had no idea why I was doing what I was doing and that I'm taking things way overboard. When I got to my old apartment, I sent him a pic I took of his text conversation from this morning. Now, would you classify this as cheating?
I thought you
I
were
thought
going
you were gonna
to
show.
read out the text.
I thought you were gonna show like the text.
No.
thread.
That's it for the first one before the update.
Oh, yeah. I also think he was cheating 2 years ago or whatever it was.
Yes.
When he was gaslighting you. Yeah, this is absolutely classified as cheating. Emotional cheating at bare minimum. And then, it gets into the like a weird gray physical area when they're sending photos to each other.
Yeah, when you're sending fucking nudes to each other,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's even strictly emotional cheating.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
a weird
like
gray.
physically having sex with them, but it is that weird gray area where it's like, it feels like this is physical cheating now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it's a gray area at this point, Josh, because the intent is there. Chances are, if they were in the same city, they'd be fucking.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's like they're not actually physically doing it, but it is that, gray area between emotional cheating and physical cheating is what I'm saying. Yeah.
They're probably pleasuring. He's probably pleasuring himself with the, those videos.
Oh,
so there's
1,000%. Yes.
1,000%, unfortunately. I mean, he even said, when I'm having sex with my wife.
I
Yeah.
think
Oh,
of
yeah. I
you.
forgot about that.
Oh,
part.
wife or girlfriend? Fiance.
Fiance. Yeah.
Jesus
Terrible.
Christ.
Fucking terrible.
And you moved in 3 months ago?
Yeah.
He's been doing this?
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, for 2 years already.
Yeah.
I'm glad their room is still available.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're getting out of it too, and you're not fully married to this person. Because, yeah, that is just way less of a headache to get unattached from.
All right. An update from 5 weeks later. Of course, after I left him and sent him the evidence, he was apologizing up and down and begging me to come back. I told him no. I had had enough. Beyond this cheating, and when I thought he was cheating 2 years ago, he's just a manipulative asshole. I think I've always known it, but maybe I felt like I couldn't do better. I don't know. But I'm happier now that I've left, and I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my chest.
Oh, yeah.
A few days after I left, his mother reached out to me and asked if we could have a call. I wasn't sure how much he shared with her, but I really did like his mom, so I agreed. She essentially told me that we as women sometimes just have to put up with our men cheating, as that's a part of life.
Fuck
God
no.
Damn. It's one thing if you're okay forgiving cheating, could never be me.
No.
Like after already being cheated on, never again. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you're okay with that, that's your prerogative to stay in relationships where you're constantly being cheated on. Don't tell other people they also have to concede.
That's not a normal part of life, I would
No.
say.
Shouldn't be.
She is not condoning what he did and not condoning what his father had done to her. But she said that that is just a part of life.
Sounds like
So
you're
you are
condoning
condoning it.
Jesus Christ.
She then went on to tell me that her son is a good provider and would provide for me and any children that we end up having. But sometimes, in return for him being such a good provider, I need to put up with some stuff that I may not like.
Bitch, I have a job.
Yeah.
I provide for myself.
Yeah.
I told her the conversation is over. For those of you with children, if your significant other is cheating, please don't let your child think that this is okay. I believe my ex thought he wasn't really doing anything wrong because that's how he saw happen in his family. I never would have imagined I would have to set boundaries in that way. I had a long talk with my mother, and she thinks I did the right thing and that she would kill my father if he did anything like that.
That's the correct response.
That is the only response that should count, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I understand some people have open marriages, and that's not what I'm talking about here.
Yeah,
I'm talking about having a side piece without having the other person's consent. I saw a post today on here where a man posted about how his wife was Snapchatting her ex. It made me think that I should post this update for folks to read. Be strong. The problem isn't you. The problem isn't the person they are cheating with or texting. The problem is them. They don't respect you, and they never will. Everyone reading this deserves respect and love. Make sure you have that in your relationships. I do realize that I am stating this from a place of great privilege where I have the money and a support system to leave, and I understand that not everyone has that. If you don't, I want you to know that I see you and that you do matter. I appreciate the support and validation I received in my original post.
Exactly what OP says. Everyone deserves the respect. You've committed to each other. You're about to commit to each other for the rest of your lives. Respect that. Don't go behind their back. And as OP said, open relationships is a different thing. You're both going in knowing it's an open relationship, or you've talked about it and had communication about it, and are both on the same page. This is one person cheating on the other person who's committed to monogamy. That wildly different. So yeah, good for OP for getting out and realizing they're not going to put up with this bullshit.
And good on OP for recognizing that, circumstances are different for a lot of people. Kind of like what they mentioned in, the last thing they mentioned in their post. Sometimes you can't get away from these people because you're so interconnected with everything, whether it's finances, relationships, or you just don't have the means to get out of that situation. I'm glad that OP mentioned that because sometimes we have to be taught that lesson too, that not everyone can just get the fuck out of that situation. But I hope that for those who are experiencing that, you find your community. Hopefully there's a resource out there that you can utilize to escape those situations, or, find similar type of people that are experiencing that can like help you lead you to the right path. So there's no one to blame in these situations, but these fucking losers and cheaters that does it. So good on OP for realizing what their worth is.
Oh yeah. And let me read a comment before people yell at me.
Crazy if they yelled at us.
No, they would never. They love you guys.
I don't know if that's true.
Writes,
I get yelled at all the time. What you mean?
Yeah,
And I like
so
it.
do I.
I hate it.
I'm into it.
Dwayne Bank writes, that conversation with his mom made me cringe. Really speaks volumes about how she views herself. Yikes.
Yeah.
To which OP wrote, I knew that we were raised differently. I come from a family of very strong women. Both of my parents always worked, and my mother is an executive at a company. His mother has never worked and really just took care of the home and their family, but his family is much bigger than mine. It was just me and my sister, but he is one of 6. That conversation with her really sealed the deal that we do not belong together.
Yeah, well, I would hope the conversation you had with him also sealed the deal, but her justifying his cheating and her own husband's cheating. It's like, well, it makes me feel better that I've gotten out of this relationship because I can't be with someone that expects me to be okay with that.
Yeah.
All right. The second story is coming from r/true off my chest, and it's titled, I'm still shaking after my hospital shift tonight.
You guys ever watch The Pit?
This is very Pit coded. I haven't watched it fully, but I've seen an episode.
It's crazy. And I know it's like exaggerated for TV or whatever, but I'm sure this happens a lot where it's like high stress emergency cases all the time in one shift. And so some of it's like, wow, this hour was crazy. I can't believe it's like, there's no way they can top this next episode. And then it's a more insane, crazy emergency. And you're just like, Jesus, I would not do well in this scenario.
Nancy was watching the first season, and that's when I watched the episode, and I don't know when it happened, but at some point there's just a straight up terrorist attack that happens during the city, and I'm like, what?
Damn.
Yeah.
Or maybe not a terrorist attack, but like a mass shooting event.
Mass shooting, yeah. I mean, that's
Not
a terrorist attack, yeah.
Yep, that's true. Those whites. But there's a domestic terrorist attack in the middle of an episode, and I was like, what the fuck? After all that crazy shit that's already happened, you're gonna have
the end
a
of the shift.
Yeah, you have
like,
a terrorist
Jesus.
attack at the end? Oh, goodness. I guess trigger warning for if you don't like hospital stories, because this gets
Squeamish.
this is straight up an episode of The Pit, just an emergency happening.
I'm a bitch when it comes to those stuff, so it's hard for me to watch shows like that.
Yeah, that's Sienna watches it like this and goes, tell me when I can watch again. Because there's certain scenes where it's like, yeah, you don't want to watch that.
Because it looks real as shit.
I heard it was very realistic.
It is.
That's the only shows that I watch that involves a hospital setting: Scrubs or St. Dennis Medical. That's it.
I have been liking St. Dennis. I haven't watched new Scrubs, but
Oh,
I'm excited
that's surprising. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the whole thing to come out. But
Fair,
I've heard
yeah.
mostly positive things, so I'm excited. All right. OP writes, I don't even know how to write this properly. I feel like my body is still in that room. We have a patient in his 30s who came in earlier today after passing out onto train tracks. He got electrocuted and had burns everywhere.
Oh my God.
Massive head laceration from his forehead to the base of his skull. It was already one of those cases where you're like, this is bad. But then it got so much worse. The nurse ran out of the room screaming for help, and everything just exploded into chaos. I immediately call a code as I rush to grab the code cart. This patient is crashing. She said she walked into a bloodbath where the patient was looking in the bathroom mirror with his hand pressed to his head. When he took his hand away, his head started squirting blood. There was blood everywhere, all over the bathroom, the sink, the floor, his bed. Not like, oh, this is a bad situation blood. Like, oh, this looks like a crime scene level amount of blood.
Oh man.
The kind where your brain almost can't process it fast enough. As the nurses get him to the bed, he starts seizing. Within seconds, the room filled. It felt like the whole hospital showed up, everyone moving fast without hesitation. Just as a nurse yelled out, "His bradycardic is in the 30s. Sure, I pronounced that too. We're losing him. And then his heart stopped. Immediately, a nurse started compressions. A respiratory therapist cleared his airway. We got a pulse. The IV nurse was checking his lines, while 3 other nurses were trying to control the bleeding. Just doing everything they possibly can to stabilize this guy from dying again in front of our eyes. Time felt completely warped. I think it was like 20 minutes, but it somehow felt like an hour and also like 2 seconds at the same time. And then someone told me that his wife was on her way. I swear that's the moment it hit me in the chest, because inside that room it was chaos and adrenaline and people fighting for him. And outside that room was about to be a woman walking in thinking she was just coming to see her husband. My job at that point became intercepting her, to meet her before she walked into that traumatic scene with blood everywhere and a team of at least 10 people surrounding him, to sit her down, to explain what happened, to somehow sound calm and steady when my hand still feels shaky, to tell her that he's in good hands, being taken care of by the best people that I know, that we're doing everything that we can. There's something so heavy about being the person who has to bridge those two worlds together. I'm home now, and I still feel like I can hear everything. My body won't come down from it yet. I still feel like I'm inside that room. I don't think people understand what it's like unless they've truly seen it. Healthcare is wild. We are all traumatized, and nothing can prepare you for scenes like this.
Ooh, man, that's just to get in my little soapbox here. Around this time of the year is like getting that phone call that like my dad got his first heart attack. And like I remember very clearly 5:30 in the morning rushing to the hospital because he was getting ready for work. And when he got there, it was an emergency like surgery. And like the doctors and the nurses were there. They were just like, he has cardiac arrest, like he's unconscious. Like it was, they were just working on him. And the level of professionalism and the level of like care that those nurses and the doctors came out to ensure us like, hey, we're doing everything we can. They saw my mom and I were just fucking bawling our asses off in the waiting room, right? And like just the care and the fact that they were like, we're gonna stay here as long as possible to make sure that you guys, get the answers to any questions you may have, so that way you guys are up to date with everything. And we don't even consider the fact that that's just like what occurred to my dad was probably like one of the mildest things that they've seen. Not saying that it's a mild thing. The trauma that they have to endure every single time, seeing patients, like yes, they get the gratitude of like, hey, I helped save a life, but they also have to carry that burden of like, fuck, someone lost their life in my hands, even though it's not their fault, and they did everything that they could to like save a life. It's such. Yes, I feel like they should get paid more, but I don't think, and not enough money can pay for the amount of things that they have to carry home with them. And I have nothing but love and respect for healthcare workers, like first responders. Y'all are heroes. So like I wish nothing but great things to you guys, and I hope you get to sleep at night as peaceful as possible, because I know some of the shit that you guys see, I would fucking fold just the getting exposed for like 5 seconds of that.
Yeah. Truly one of the professions or sectors of professions that I like idolize, like I put on a higher pedestal than most other things, is doctors, nurses, surgeons, first responders, especially in emergency like emergency rooms or anything like that. It's like the things that they see, and it's not even like the knowledge that they have to perform all of these different like life-saving tasks. It's like, you could deal with, like John said, a heart attack one moment, and then like this like head squirting blood injury the next, or a broken leg, or like the variety that it ranges is insane. And then on top of that, you are also a shoulder to cry on, someone to comfort, you're breaking the news to someone that their loved one has passed. Like that's what gets me when I'm watching The Pit is like, yeah, like it's interesting to see how like emergency rooms can work, like like how they know their stuff, and they're just like throwing out like, oh, it could be this, could be that, and they're trying things, and it's some stuff works, some stuff doesn't. But then like the wife or the parents of whoever's in there walk in, and then it just becomes real, like in a switch, and that is just like, that's probably like some of the most traumatic stuff like people deal with, is like breaking that news to the loved ones or comforting them when their loved one is going through something terrifying. So I yeah, like John said, nothing but respect and the utmost adoration for these people, because oh man, it's something I could not do, and very few people can. And just shout out to everyone who does that.
Some people were asking like things about like, so did he get run over by the train or things like that, or like how was he, up and looking in the mirror? Which OP answers. Somebody says, so he got out of bed and looked in a mirror, and that's when it hit the fan. Which OP said, after we stabilized him, we asked what happened. He said he was sitting in the bed playing a game on his phone, a zombie game of all things, I kid you not, and his head felt wet. So when he touched it and realized it was blood from his wound, he then walked into his bathroom to check it out in a mirror, and that's when the nurse walked in, expecting to give him his nighttime meds, but was horrified to see the puddles and smears of blood leading up to him standing in the bathroom. That's when it went all downhill. The patient's nurse called down the hall, I need another nurse, he's bleeding, and a nurse in the hall ran over with a charge nurse running down from the nurse's station following her in. One yelled down the hall to me, call a rapid. They were getting him back into bed when he started having a seizure. They were able to protect his head, and that's when the trauma team ran in. Keep in mind, this was at 11 p.m. They said 22, I don't know. Do you say 22 o'clock, 2200?
2200 is 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. I don't know fucking math.
So just anything, if it's 22, just subtract 12.
12
That's
from
the time you'll
24.
get. Yeah.
Got it. Or 24. That's even easier. I'm a fucking idiot.
That's exactly
24 is 12. And then
2200. Got it. We had 3 nurses from our floor and 2 others that came to help. The nurse educator, the nurse's aide, the supervisor, the IV team, the respiratory therapist, the ER trauma doc, and 2 ICU residents. So grateful for our responding team. Towards the end of his seizure is when his heart rate plummeted. The whole team was there and acted fast. Everyone had a role and worked like a well-oiled machine.
I do like how Reddit was like, I want more details. we're like, that's enough details. I respect you, and that's all I want to know.
You know what's crazy is they kept asking. There's probably like 3 more questions in response to that.
Hey, remember that traumatic thing you're living? Want to relive
Tell
it for
us
us?
again.
Yeah, there's another comment that was like, wait, so he was just conscious and coherent enough to be playing a game on his phone? Then he got up and walked to the bath. Yeah, and there's more questions like that, to which OP actually went out of their way and answered.
The patience.
Yeah.
See,
wouldn't have
to
it.
Josh's point, that's like, they're a fucking shoulder to cry on. These fucking crybaby Reddit commenters.
Wait, you're
Dude.
saying yeah. I know enough that I don't know about medical stuff that I'm like, yeah, that's possible. I don't need to know more details.
Sorry, I don't really feel like I need to answer to you. I just wanted to write a Reddit post and vent. All right, this next one is also coming from r/best of Redditor updates, but originally from r/legal advice.
Mm.
And it's titled, it's a really long title, I gotta say.
Okay.
I had left for a 1-week vacation and gave my house keys to my friend to look after and take care of my 2 dogs at my house. Now he gave keys to his girlfriend and let her stay at my home. Now she isn't leaving after I come home.
What the fuck?
I called the cops, but they said this would be a civil matter. What to do?
What
Mark.
the fuck?
I think the longest Reddit title I've ever
And
seen.
it got crazier as it went along. It's like, oh, he gave his girlfriend the keys. Now she won't leave. What the fuck?
That's the whole TikTok video Josh is about to make. That's just the title.
That's it.
That's it. We did it.
It was a minute long.
All right. OP writes, and the original post happened in 2015, but that's, I guess, not that important to the story. But when it's so old, I feel like it's worth noting.
Yeah.
OP writes, I am the owner of a 2-story house. I had gone to Hawaii for last week for a 1-week vacation with my wife. No one was at home, and it wasn't feasible for us to take dogs with us, so I gave my house keys to a good friend of mine and asked him to take care of our 2 dogs. This would involve feeding them, changing waters, and taking them on 1-hour walks daily. Also, do dogs walk for an hour?
Kevin does.
I was thinking you do half hour here, half hour there.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking personally. But
an hour straight, I feel like a dog would get tired.
I would get tired.
At least my fat ass would get tired. So that's what I'm thinking.
They do a lot of the hour consists of them just sniffing everything.
Oh, sniff spots. True.
Yeah.
So his girlfriend was in town and she had no place to stay as he lives in a 1-bedroom condo with 2 other roommates. So he messaged me and asked me if I would allow his girlfriend to stay at my home for just 1 night. And I agreed, as it was just a matter of 1 night. Now, yesterday, I came back and found out his girlfriend has made a dwelling in the upper floor of my house. She has been staying here for 4 days. I immediately asked her to leave, but she and my friend are insisting to let her stay 1 more week because she is in search of a job in LA.
Oh, I knew this was in California. Them squatter laws are crazy.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
I called the police. They came and said that this would be a civil matter and I would have to go through the eviction process.
Honestly, if you're in LA and the police showed up, that's the most incredible thing about the story.
So I'm here with an unwanted stranger in the upper floor, an asshole friend who broke a promise, and a pissed off wife. What to do, guys? Can I change the locks and throw her stuff out when she's away? Can I cut the electricity to the upper floor?
Part of me is sussed out by the friends. I don't know if I heard this wrong, Sean. The friends were telling them, hey, let them stay for a little bit more.
For another week.
If I'm not mistaken, the squatter law in California, once they stay 30 days at a place, then they can technically claim that they live there.
So it's not even enacted right yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not even after a week, but a week will quickly turn into, just let us stay a month.
Yeah. Because when the month stays, then that's like they really can't do anything about it.
Just start firing your gun.
In California, can you?
It's just in the house.
If this is Texas, I feel like that would happen.
I don't know. I think you could, I think the best case, anyway, what I would do is as soon as they leave, I'm throwing all their stuff out of the house.
Oh, for sure.
Changing the locks immediately, reinforcing all the windows, and then just waiting for them to leave. And then I'm never talking to that friend ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked OP, have you offered money for her to leave? To which OP told
her. Why the fuck would I offer money?
The fuck? I already give you a place to stay.
Yeah.
OP told her I'd pay $100 for a relocation. This is OP saying.
So generous.
This is OP saying it, not me. Bitch is saying raise it to $5,000 and she'll consider my offer.
I'm going back to the gun thing.
Yeah, I'm with Josh here. Motherfucking castle laws. I don't think it applies in California.
No, I'm not saying at her. Just shoot around your house.
Oh, I was going.
She might get nervous.
In a game.
No, again, I'm not saying at her. You're just in your basement. Fire off the gun with blanks.
Update the next day. OP writes, good morning, guys. This is an uplifting update. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you guys for such an overwhelming response, and I'm glad that there are people who would spend time from their busy life to help a random stranger on the internet, smiley face. So, after reading all of advices here and carefully discussing this matter with my cousin, we made a nasty plan. Yesterday night, which is a crazy term, why not last night?
Nasty.
Yesterday night, that squatter girl went outside to grab some dinner with her BF. Me and my cousin carefully packed all of her stuffs, they wrote stuffs, in her 3 bags and left the bags in our front porch, locked ourselves into the house, and then we looked over her stuff from the window to make sure no one would steal it. Our wait was
That's
over.
still nice. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't give a shit.
I'm like, go free. Hey, it's free game.
It's going on the curb, actually.
Mhm.
Our wait was over after 2 hours when the girl returned. She figured it out and started pounding at our door, yelling loudly to open the door, typical squatter drama. We told her to go fuck off and that we won't open the door. So finally, after 30 minutes of constant drama, she dared to call the cops. And I was nervous on how it would turn out, but the cops arrived, and fortunately, these were different cops than the ones from the previous night. First, they listened to her side, then they came to me. I explicitly told them that I was the sole owner of this house and never allowed this girl to stay more than one night. She was not only trespassing, but also living in my house illegally without my permission. Again, a quote from him. Bitch kept saying I had given permission to stay there indefinitely and that I was now kicking her out.
It's in a text message. I said one night.
Officer asked if she had any proof of that. She claimed that she had some text message which accidentally got deleted. Now the best part, the officer then asked her for an ID. She then gave the ID. Officer verified it over radio. Then suddenly they told him, again, this bitch had a failure to, he really likes calling her a bitch. They told him that this bitch had a failure to appear warrant for months from an old shoplifting case. Stupid lady was arrested immediately.
Nice.
Her stuffs were sent to a friend's house. Officer said that I don't need to worry and that they'll take care of her, and I do not require any further actions. So finally, I'm relieved from the squatter and the bitch is behind bars. What a justice boner. All's well that ends well, smiley face.
Well, at least she has a place to stay now.
She got a new house. Yeah, how dumb do you have to be to call the cops when you have a warrant for your arrest?
It's crazy.
Jesus. I mean, yeah, good end to the story. Thank God the cops were on your side for that, because, man, it would have been crazy if they're like, yeah, you have to let her in. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Oh, sidebar. I know Hawaii was mentioned in the beginning. Guys, there's a lot of things happening in Hawaii right now. Flooding is crazy in Maui. So if you have, if you want to support, please go look at some organizations that are supporting them. They got hit hard. So
Really?
just throwing it out there. And it's not being covered in a lot of places.
Because I haven't heard anything about this.
Yeah, I don't know much about that at all.
They got wiped
Damn.
pretty bad. So hopefully Hawaii is doing well.
All right. Not the top comment, but one of the most controversial one of the most controversial comments coming from Gonzo12321 says, this post feels like karma for being such a shit dog owner.
What? Well, how? Because you wanted someone to watch your dogs? I don't understand that one.
I guess.
Has this person never owned a pet and gone on a vacation?
And then somebody said, yeah, OP was fine with his dogs being alone for most of the day and night. Possibly let out only once a day. Again, they're taking them out for an hour.
Yeah, people can have vacations. Some people can't. Fucking daycares and dog hotels are fucking expensive.
But also, they made sure someone was looking after them and making sure they were fed.
They thought this was a good friend.
And that friend took advantage of. What are we talking about, Reddit?
That's crazy.
All right, this next one is coming from.
What the fuck?
No, that's good. We should just pass that one because that's a dumb comment.
Yeah. I just picked the controversial one, guys. We don't have to.
I appreciate it. It was just so stupid.
It was really dumb.
Stupid as hell.
All right, this one's coming from r/malicious compliance.
Oh, yes.
And it's titled, My Job Told Us They Would Pay More If an Employee Became Bilingual. Felly dysgais Gymraeg. And I I did earlier when I found this story, put that in Google Translate to try and pronounce it correctly. I think I'm still doing a terrible job. And also, I kind of forgot. It's been 3 hours.
What
since
language are you trying to speak?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Because John doesn't seem to know it, so I'm guessing it's
Is it
not
Spanish?
or you're pronouncing it terribly.
That's coming from Josh. That's crazy.
True.
Felly, dysgais, Gymraeg. Gymraeg.
Yeah.
The last part sounds German.
I will say it's white.
Oh.
At least I think. People. It's in Europe, at least.
Can't wait to see where this is.
All right. Opie writes, I had a job that had a standing policy that if you could speak at least 2 languages, you got a 10% raise. I've always been a natural at languages, but I don't speak any of them fluently. Usually, just enough to get into some trouble. At a previous job, I was disciplined for telling a supervisor that only ever addressed me in Spanish to please speak English. But I said it in German. She then wrote me up for speaking a language that she didn't understand, which was completely oblivious to the irony.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
But I got a job that I liked and saw that the pay incentive, because we only had so many bilingual employees in a job that frequently requires you to go to job sites where English is not spoken.
I'm assuming
Well,
this is Europe. It's gotta be.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say either Europe or the South.
Maybe.
I will say, because as
A
someone
lot of people
who,
speak
like,
Spanish in the South.
I was gonna say, like, as someone who recruited heavily in like the European area, like a lot of the resumes that I've seen, they at least speak 4 languages.
Oh, yeah.
It's only like the fucking US where they're like, can you speak more than one language? Which, you know what? To be fair,
I
not a lot of
can't.
people. North America does not know how to speak fucking any
Well,
other language besides English.
Yeah, there's less of a reason to here. Whereas in Europe, it's way more, handy if you can speak a few more languages.
I'm so jealous. I'm just like, damn, you're fluent in 4 languages.
I know.
Fucking sick.
I can't even speak English.
I wish I knew more than one, dude. Well, I wanted to learn the language of my ancestors, so I picked up a Welsh class online, and while I didn't become fluent, I spoke enough to carry on a rudimentary conversation,
Hell yeah.
which would be great if anybody here actually spoke Welsh. But I went to HR to see if I qualified for the pay raise. You had to go to someone in management, and they would test your proficiency. I proceeded to tell them in Welsh that I could speak Welsh and that my family came from Wales in 1745. The manager then told me that the policy meant Spanish, to which I replied that the policy did not specify Spanish and just said bilingual. So they honored the policy and gave me my raise and then immediately changed the policy after.
Grandfathered in?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, glad they at least kept to it. Because, yeah, it's crazy for them not to clarify that beforehand if all they wanted was Spanish.
I haven't ever had to use my Welsh at work, but they have had me translate for new hires who couldn't understand some of our clients who speak with a very accented Cajun or Scottish accents.
So it must be America then.
Howl y'all. HWYL? Hywel? Y'all? Y'all?
You're asking the Canadian. I
don't
know.
Hey, y'all.
Is that Cajun?
I don't know if that's Welsh or Cajun.
Well, isn't Cajun like a mix of French and
Creole?
Creole?
Yeah.
Creole? Yeah. One of the comments here says, would Klingon count? There was a news story about an American in rural Japan at a train station needing some information, but no one spoke English and he did not speak Japanese. He saw a guy wearing a shirt with Klingon on it, so he spoke to him in Klingon. The guy was also fluent in Klingon and was able to get the American the information he needed.
Also crazy that, like, I feel Japan's pretty fluent in English, most people.
Yeah, there's a lot of directions that are written in English, like on the places that I've visited, and most people like can understand pretty well.
I feel like most shop owners.
Yeah.
You know, or at least fluent enough to be able to give you directions or anything like that. But meanwhile, I only know one language. So if anyone came to me in French or anything like that, I could do my best, but it's not going to be helpful.
We're prepping for like our trip, and just like, I don't know how to pronounce any of these German words, and I'm gonna fucking struggle so bad.
Well, I feel German, like we said, in Europe, it's pretty common. Most of them are fluent in many different languages.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, like when we were in Italy, Nancy or I would both try to like speak in Italian, and they'd be like, "No way,
we know English."
Yeah, we know English.
Please stop.
Stop.
It's like Sean's experience at fucking Montreal.
Yeah. No, I think we're good with French. Wrong. Immediately wrong. All right. This last one comes from r/Reddit on Wiki and is cross-posted by user There Is No Pepe Shanvio.
Whoa.
Insane
Doesn't
fucking
exist.
name. And it's titled A Totally Not Serial Killer Thing to Do. So I just added this on because it is one of the most highly upvoted things on our subreddit. And I feel like it's a quick one. We could just in and out.
Okay.
It's just a piece of paper duct taped with black duct tape, maybe masking tape, onto, I guess, a bulletin board. And it says the following. Okay, ladies, I get it. You don't want a pleasant evening chat. You don't want a gentleman to walk you to your car. You don't want a friendly dude to help carry your groceries or hold your door or crush the wife out of other men who would do you harm. Fine. Fear the good guys, I guess. We'll just have to suffer watching you get broken over and over by scum you think you love.
You were going. I thought you were Barry Kripke from fucking Big Bang Theory.
I'm really trying to do the "Hello, Princess" voice.
Hello, Princess.
It's very hard, actually.
You've hit, I think, both. Is it Elmer Fudd and
nice?
Like you almost did it like a New York Italian a little bit there at one point.
Oh no, that's not.
Forget about it.
I love New York
Sean.
Italians. You guys are awesome. Forget about it. But I want you to know it's not very easy, and it hurts to see you fall. Give the good guys a chance, why don't you?
Why don't you?
Now you became Mike Tyson in the
Give the good guys a chance to help you be a little less afraid of the world.
I'm surprised you to say,
God.
be very, very quiet. I'm
Be very
hunting
quiet.
rabbits."
I'm hunting women.
Hello, princess.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the duct tape too, especially. It's a scary visual. Should I share my screen? Let's
Sure.
You should.
just so we could see. It is a little scary.
I mean, it's horrifying in my mind based on not seeing it yet. Oh, geez.
Mm.
Oh, my God.
Scum is a whipsies.
A whipsies. Yeah, scum is capitalized and
Italicized.
Italicized
That's
and
wild.
bolded is crazy choice.
It
Yeah.
hurts to see you fail or fall.
Fall. Yeah,
Give the
it's
good
Sounds
guys
like
a
this guy
chance.
is a scum.
wild
Yeah.
to tape this to a bulletin board.
Yeah.
Just,
Very serial killer.
yeah.
Swarm of Rats says when his idea of a pleasant evening chat is asking me 10 bajillion questions while following me to my car when I'm exhausted and just trying to get home from work. Yeah, no thanks.
Well, this is like, I mean, we see a bunch of like Twitter posts or like Reddit posts like similar to this. It's like another step of insanity to, put that on a bulletin board, like we said.
Some say it's also crazier fucking saying that with a full-on profile picture and a check mark on Twitter.
True.
That is tough.
Both equally insane in our opinions.
Both equally losers.
I agree.
All right, guys. It wouldn't be a Monday Reddit reading episode without a segment from the amazing Underbaki. And today, on April 13th, we have another edition of Rate That Date.
Wait,
Let's
that
go.
date.
wait that date, princess.
Forget about it.
Forget about it, princess.
I would treat you so good.
Wikimaniacs, let's turn around the Monday blues for some dating reviews. We're back with another Rate That Date segment. And as a reminder, we'll be reading some dating stories before rating them on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being the worst date ever, and 5 being absolutely spectacular. If you'd like to share your own dating story for a future segment, please message Alex directly on the Discord at AlexGroundscoreAndrea94. And today's stories are brought to you by the Gauntlet article, whose title will not be shared for suspense.
Ooh.
All stories are anonymous.
All right.
Story 1. In freshman year, I used to take the bus home every day. I noticed that a guy would take the same route from university and get off at my stop. After a couple of weeks of polite smiles and nods, I introduced myself and we eventually became good friends. One day, before we parted ways, he plucked a flower from some poor woman's garden and asked if I would like to go out sometime. I laughed and giddily obliged. Looking back, perhaps I should have given it a bit more thought. We went on a date the following week, and that's when I realized that he was insufferable. His jokes had always been provocative, but now they were downright racist.
What the fuck?
I tried my best to bite my tongue, but I found myself pettily bickering with him the whole ride home. We parted ways, me trying not to strangle him, and sat across from one another on the bus in excruciating silence for the rest of the semester. I learned an important lesson that day. Don't mix romance with transportation, especially when you have no other goddamn way of getting home.
Yeah, that's got to be a 1. That's crazy.
A fucking racist, bro.
I did not see the racist twists.
I did not see the racist twist.
God.
Whoa.
Or the Nazi. Yeah. I mean, this is similar to like, don't date a coworker. You know, it's someone you got to see every day.
Yeah.
You got to be real sure that it's going to be the right person.
I will say my only comment on that, OP, is should have strangled him. Fucking save another person from having to date an insufferable guy like that.
True.
In a video game.
In a video game.
In a video game, of course.
Yeah.
All right, story number 2. When I was 16, I went on a date at a sushi place in Kensington. Oh, I thought that was a comma. I don't know where Kensington is. Partway through the meal, he said he wasn't into the food and stopped eating. Oh, is this another racist?
Oh, God.
I didn't think anything of it, but I always feel guilty for not finishing a meal, so I tried eating as much of it as I could. While we were waiting for the train, I started to feel super woozy and decided I should just go home. We didn't even make it to 8th Street before I started throwing up on the train. Obviously, something had to be done, so I made an emergency call on the train and informed them that my emergency was vomit. I was pretty delirious and still feeling woozy and was led by my date to what was used to be called Crack Max. We then went to the upstairs subway bathroom to clean off. Turns out the water was broken. My date bought 2 water bottles from the Max and grabbed some paper towels, which we used outside to clean up to the best of our ability. I managed to get the stains out of my shirt, so I guess it could have been worse.
Also, Kensington's in London.
Oh,
It's like a borough.
Why would you eat sushi? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think there's-
I'm sure there's a lot of good sushi.
I've heard London has really good sushi.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just joking, guys. Don't come at me.
They also have a really good potatoes and beans or whatever they're called.
Jesus Christ. Don't make me take it back.
So Spud ones or something like that, or Spud Bros or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
little bit of tuna on my potato.
I don't know what you'd rate this date. It's not that bad.
I would say a 3.
A 2.
Yeah.
I say a 2 or 3 just because you did have to fucking throw up, unfortunately, and you had to suffer through sounds like food poisoning, but it sounds like the date stayed with you and took care of you, so that's nice.
The experience probably sucked, but the date itself seemed fine. Like he
Yeah.
seemed all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd go 3.
I would say a pretty solid guy for staying and like helping you clean up and like
Yeah.
not abandoning you at any point.
Sticking with you through that whole thing. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
I hate that y'all had to end up at a restaurant called Crack Max. I can't imagine why that place closed down.
I ain't gonna lie, I would do the same thing though. I don't like food going to waste. I'm like, you gonna finish that? I'll fucking eat the rest of that shit.
He might have, and my bad for calling him raises. He might have just been like, this food tastes like this sushi is
Maybe.
weird.
Yeah.
It's
It's
off.
off, yeah.
And he was
And
right.
He was right. He was very right.
He nailed that.
All right, that's it for this episode. Let's read some Venmos before we end it.
Let's do it.
Well, this first one's coming from Kelsey, who says, Happy Pi Day. A few days late. They send
Oh.
$3.14.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Next up, we get Anon, who writes, Hi, I've been a listener for a while, and I made a Venmo account so I could support the free Sean/Nancy fund. We don't take any of this money, so thank you, but sorry. Thanks for
Appreciate
being
ya.
awesome and spreading positivity and Jine in the community. Also,
yeah.
please don't read my name on this. I also wanted to ask about a personal story I sent on the Google survey back in October. No worries if it got backed up, but I just wanted to make sure it got to you. The name should match my Venmo name, smiley face. Anon sent 2 Venmos, one at $6.90
Oh yeah.
and one at 10 cents. So, I mean, Anon, I don't know what to tell you. I personally don't ever, I didn't even know we had a Google survey to
Well, we
submit
did.
stories.
And the reason we stopped doing it was because it was the most traumatic stuff you've ever read in your life. It was really hard to read.
That is right. I am slightly remembering that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we haven't, I think we did it for a little bit, and then John and I would go in every once in a while and just be traumatized.
We honestly did it more so for when we had the anniversary live, just because we thought we were going to read a lot more of like personal stories for our
Yes.
anniversary. But as the link kept getting, disseminated, the stories got darker and darker, and our mental health also matters, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Nani, who writes, Boys. Thank you for being such
Woo.
beautiful people. You make an immense difference in brightening the world. Also, I can't get away from a video, or I only hear Sean as Kronk from The Empire's New Groove. Do I sound like Kronk? No.
Pull the
not-
lever, Kronk. Do the
anyways.
show, Sean.
Pull the lever.
Wrong
I'm like,
show.
I'm so
Monday.
confused. All right. Nani also says, love you guys. And they send a Venmo of $2.02.
Hell yeah. Thank you,
Thank
Nani.
you.
Next up, we got Jalexis, who writes, just heard my August merch message in episode 437 and was told to, quote, send another Venmo, why don't you? And I burst out laughing. Again, my username is JC Ninja with 2 eyes on YouTube/Twitch. So thanks for the shout out. Jalexis
yeah.
sends $4.37
Go check out JC Ninja
with 2 eyes.
with 2 eyes. Hell yeah.
Next up, we got Rachel, who writes, in reference to that cute/awkward dating story on the March 18th bonus episode, once when our college competition team was out to dinner during travel abroad, the professor, who was also my advisor, reached out for a slice of my pizza, and I instinctually jabbed his hand with my fork.
Oh my God.
I am now remembering the story. That is funny.
Same.
Rachel sends 69 cents.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Rachel.
Hell yeah.
I hope they didn't file charges against you.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Jane, who writes, I just finished watching my cameo and laughed so hard that I choked. All of Sean's accents are perfect. Love Josh providing his Canadian accent. Y'all inspire me to be more silly with accents, be more petty, and work less hard at my corporate job. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you. Jane sends $10.45.
Thank you,
Oh,
Jane.
Thank you, Jane. Yeah, don't work too hard.
Sean, that is a green light for you to do more accents, I think.
Nice.
Mhm.
I failed on today's, on the Fedora guy accent. That was not good.
Your Barry Kripke accent.
Yeah. My fucking New York Italian accent.
Elmer Fudd.
My Elmer Fudd, all in one. Next up, we got Lilith, who writes, "Hi guys, the Lily here. Quick request. Please don't use the term sperm donor to refer to an absent father, as donor-conceived people are fighting for essential legal protections, and using this term casually can undermine their efforts and the trauma that many face. In the US, there are almost no regulations to protect donor-conceived people, and most states don't even have laws against fertility fraud, wherein a doctor swaps out a selected donor's samples with their own. Jesus. More critically, the lack of transparency regarding genetic health information has had fatal consequences for individuals who were denied life-saving medical data thanks to legal loopholes. Please keep those realities in mind when you speak, and especially when you see much-needed regulations on your local ballots. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Lily sends 3 Venmos that were worth 69 cents each, and 1 Venmo worth $6.90. Thank you, Lily.
Thanks, Lily.
We'll keep that in mind for sure.
Can I call them dickheads?
Yeah, I think absentee fathers could be called a dickhead.
That's what I'm going with now.
I'll call them assholes.
That also is on brand, yeah. Next up, we got Christina, who writes, John, spelled Jon. Josh, spelled JAWSH. And Sean, spelled SEAN.
What the
The
fuck?
disrespect, Josh.
This
Like,
is
what the fuck
bullshit.
is going on with these people? What's wrong with them?
They're pretty fucking sick in my mind. I think
John's
they're
always
awesome.
trying to
think
tear
so.
us apart, John.
That will never happen, Josh.
Us Jays.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Take it back. I'll take more days off. I mean, whatever. Please read the story I tagged you in on Discord. The Left 4 Dead 2 stream was perfection. It left me dead at 2. Sorry, I couldn't read
nice.
2 for a second.
Nice.
Oh,
They left
You
them
just
Left
get
4
it.
Dead too. Jesus Christ.
and then their next thing says, "Sorry, Sean, I had to."
Got your ass.
You get
Fucking Christina got my ass. Christina also says, "Say hi to your gorgeous wives for me." Yellow or purple. I can't even read a color. Purple heart emoji. Christina sends $4.20, dude.
Oh, yeah. Blaze it.
Blaze it.
Sean's good with colors and fruits.
I'm not good with anything, unfortunately.
Are they saying our wives deserve purple hearts?
Oh,
'Cause
maybe.
if so,
For they're dealing with our asses?
Fair.
I mean, shit. That's a fact.
Next up, we got Allie, who writes, "Just got a minor raise at work, so I'm paying forward to the boys who make my commute into a little treat. I can't express how much it makes me giggle when you guys refer to being groomsmen in a wedding party as being part of the bridal party. Please never stop. It's very endearing and honestly a little bit feminist. Thanks for fighting for women's rights." Fist bump emoji. Allie sends a Venmo worth $4.20. Smoke it, light
oh,
it.
yeah. Hell yeah.
And then also another Venmo worth $10.69.
Let's go.
Allie spoiling us. Also, I don't ever say wedding party. It just bridal party just seems correct, I guess.
Are we not? Isn't it the same?
I thought it was. Maybe we're just, yeah.
I don't know. I always just thought it was bridal party.
I thought it was, that's all what we
because
called
it's
it.
because the bride.
The bride, yeah.
Yeah.
Bride.
What are you supposed to say? The groomal party? That sounds lame as fuck.
I mean,
Yeah, I
groomal
don't know.
party sounds fucking like we shouldn't be near any
Yeah,
school.
That's true. The
Cannot
grooming
stand
party.
Oh my
25
God.
yards.
Can we take groom out of it? Oh. Next up, we got Rachel from the LA Dodgers, aka
Wow.
graphic designer for a lot of our stuff, aka I believe working in a lab full
Don't
of
tell them that.
rat blood.
The rat infested
yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zoo.
Rachel says, "Thank you, Sean, for joining today's live stream for the poors." I didn't. What a generous holiday treat. Heart emoji. Rachel sent $1
You
to
were
rub it
there.
in my face.
You were there.
I was there twice somehow. You
there was 2 of
bastards.
you. It's crazy. We cloned you. Also,
Moving
the
on.
Dodgers are bleeding the Blue Jays right now 4-1. So
Honestly, for the next 10 years, it's just Dodgers, guys.
As long as they have Shohei Ohtani, they're gonna be
on that
top of the
fucking
world, unfortunately.
contract that doesn't pay him until the very end. Yeah.
Yep.
We're
There's
fucked. The league is
three-
fucked, y'all.
3 things in life are true: death, taxes, and the Dodgers winning.
And Shohei Ohtani. I will say people like always like on NBA trades say league is fuck, league is fuck. There's very rarely dynasties. It pains me to say it, but the only league is fucked move is Shohei Ohtani to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
That is truly league is fucked.
That is true.
Telling me we're in the same division as those fuckers, so I have to.
Yeah, but you guys
hear
never
it all the
win, so it
time.
doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I was a winner, and they took us down, bro.
Sean had
Here we
expectations.
go.
Yeah, no one-
Standards.
yeah. Next up, we got Sidra, who writes, a website for rating people on dates is a bit on It's Always Sunny, in reference to episode number 443, Rate That Date.
Yeah.
Yes. That is the Dennis's I'm a 5-star man rant came from. Sidra sends 69 cents. Thank you, Sidra.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Citrus.
And last up, we got Shauna, who writes, hi, my name is Shauna. Fan since 2024 and just became a rich. Can you please ask listeners to turn on outside lights when they are expecting a delivery? Sometimes it feels like a fuck you because they usually get a notification. I don't mean if someone has mobility issues, for example. Anyways, keep being awesome, guys. Shanna sends 69 cents.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I
Turn
guess,
those
yeah.
lights on.
Help out your delivery people, y'all.
Yeah. Put some water bottles out when it's a hot day.
I have seen people put out like they have like a claw machine out there for their delivery people. I'm like, that's so sick. That's
Claw
fucking
machine?
sick. Unfortunately, Texas, the weather is too unpredictable. I feel like that would get ruined immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah,
true.
they have a
What do you mean
little
a claw machine?
They have like a claw machine with like little toys and stuff
Oh.
for them
That's
to like.
fucking tight.
They'll like give their delivery, and they also have like a snack thing on top of it. So they'll get their snacks
Okay. Nice.
and then claw machine for a toy.
Hell yeah.
I think
That's
they have
super cool.
Disposable income.
I
What
think
the
the
hell?
TikTok-
Be a patron.
I think the TikTok even came with snacks and then also like a thing of quarters for them to fucking.
That's awesome.
I'm like, you really got fucking money. 1, you bought the claw machine, and 2, you're literally giving away money.
Well, if they use the
I would
quarters, they
steal
just
those
get them
quarters.
back.
That's true, unless people just fucking.
Take it.
I'm taking
yeah.
out fucking quarters,
True,
baby.
true.
That is a tip.
That's a
That is
that's
a
a
tip.
coin for my Aldi cart. Got me fucked up.
All right, that's it for this episode, boys. Anything to say before we call it?
Right on wikishop.com. Get
Ooh.
our Get Out Ice merch designed by Midscore. Half the proceeds go to Twin Cities Food
Just shoot it over to John.
Justice.
Justice.
You got it. Twin Cities Food Justice.
I
Josh
keep
got it
getting
right.
each. I get a word each episode. Next time I'll have it all.
You could just shoot it to John, but I guess this is fun.
No.
This is fun to watch.
It's you gotta watch me struggle a little, okay?
Yeah, we got to make the white struggle a little bit, guys.
We need to find like a really, really Hispanic name, like
Oh no.
charity. And Josh gotta read it every single time.
That's when the bit ends for him.
Then I have to apologize to the charity every episode. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. I'm a dumbass.
Oh shit!
But yeah, half the profits of our merch goes towards that foundation, and yeah, so you can get some cool merch and help support a good cause.
Hell yeah. Well, that's it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. We'll see you later this week for Friday-sode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Get therapy.